It's the penultimate round of the Six Nations. It's round 4. Ireland kick off this round first against Scotland. I think I'm going to go for an Irish home win. The Scots didn't show a lot of signs of improvement against England. They won the breakdown. That was where the game was won, and that eased the pressure on the fly-half in the scrum half. Whereas England were losing that breakdown, more pressure on the fly-half, scrum half combinations. So the breakdown would be key. The Irish are very similar to the Scottish, and they try and isolate the ball carrier, choke tackles, isolate the ball carrier, and they try and win the contact area and the ruck area and the maul area. England were found wanting last round, and that could be another issue going forward for England and Ireland in the final game. For England, they need to fix that. Scotland, isolate the ball carrier. They won the breakdown, but Ireland, even the Scots said Ireland is actually a tougher test. The Scottish players believe Ireland. This could be just a few mind games, but if they are saying that this Irish side are better than England, I wouldn't be surprised if that is the case. I think this Ireland side have shown a fair bit in not just this tournament, but last year as well. They've been pretty consistent now since 2009. They've been really consistent in Six Nations. So I'm going for a home win in this one. It just comes down to that little bit more experience and control at 10, and the fact that the packs are very similar in how they approach the game with isolate the ball carrier and the breakdown. It is going to come down to the calming influence at 10. I think that's it. I think you need with the weather conditions how they've been in the last couple of weeks, and the build-up's probably been disrupted for both teams because of the bad weather. I don't think it's the right weather conditions. I mean, it may change. At the moment, it's just broken cloud and sunshine, but we've had a lot of rain and a lot of snow last week. So I think a more controlled game and a slightly more conservative, less risk game. Handling's going to be important, and there's been a lot of handling errors, and I think Ireland have that little bit more control at 10. That's it. France England. This is the second game on Saturday. It's going to be a stodgy affair, I think, or it could be the most wide open game of the lot. Both sides are not at their best. England lost the breakdown last round. The French are all over the place, even though they beat Italy in the last game. The French have a lot of problems. The English need to sort out their contact area, the breakdown support runners. The French, not even sure in their best lineup. It seems to be that every week they couple a side together, so there's no consistency, no partnerships, no combinations that are actually working yet. I think their best player last week was Mathieu Bastareaud. He actually survived the whole 80 minutes, and he showed he has got a good pair of hands, and he has got a little sidestep on him. He's much maligned, but he's actually a key player for this French side. The English side, they need to realise Mathieu Bastareaud has improved his game. The French will go straight up physical and then try the offload, so they need to be aware around the fringes of the support runner, which is something England didn't have last week. They didn't have that support runner, so the French will probably try and take advantage of that in defence as well by isolating the ball carrier. England have got to work out, play a bit like rugby league style with on the shoulder. They've got a couple of ex-rugby league players in the squad. Farrell included. He was brought up playing rugby league because his dad was a rugby league player. Try and play rugby league style a little bit with those offloads occasionally to make the French guess. Mix your game up. These are the top professionals in England, and they are falling flat, and they have a leadership problem. Dylan Hartley may not be fit enough for the game, so that one I can't predict a winner in that one. The English and French is always a brutal game. Both sides are well below where they want to be at the moment. The French are in crisis, and the English are they've taken a big shattering defeat against the Scots, and they need to show a bit of pushback. I wouldn't be surprised if that game actually ends in a draw. I really wouldn't. It can either be the most open, chaotic game, or it'll be a very tight, tense affair, and it'll just come down to discipline. The French have got poor discipline, so that could be keys to French discipline as well. I'm going for a draw in that game. It's almost otherwise I can't predict it. Wales, Italy, I'm going for a Welsh home win. They are very good at home. It is Fortress Millennium Stadium. I still call it the Millennium Stadium, not the Principality Stadium. It's the Millennium Stadium to me. It has been the Millennium Stadium to me for nearly 20 years. So I don't like this advertising crap they do. So Wales are at home against Italy. Italy had a chance to upset the French, and they didn't do it. And the French did throw a lot of ball, make a lot of mistakes near the try line, and get it all wrong, and they get butchered to multiple tries. The Italians actually came out with a respectable scoreline out of that game. They are showing little bits of signs in attack, so the Welsh will have to be on their best. If the Italians get a good start, then that makes it a bit interesting. It all depends on the first 20 minutes. The Welsh showed in the first game against Scotland. They need to repeat that first game against Scotland now. The last 2 games haven't been good enough. They've switched off at times. I'm a bit surprised with how they switched off with the amount of Scarlets players in the side. It's a very Scarlets heavy selection due to injury and suspension and lack of selection choices, really. So the combinations are already there. So I'd be very interested to see how the Welsh start. Dan Biggar is an off-sprays fly-half surrounded by Scarlets backs. That could be an issue. Anscombe Patchell could slot into that number 10 and mix it up, because Dan Biggar is playing off an off-sprays mindset with Scarlets backs. They need to work out some kind of Welsh way that they can combine the 2 club styles and make it work. Other than that, it's a very settled Welsh side for this tournament. Players that have shone have been like players like Josh Nabidi. He has stepped up a level. I did say he was a player to watch. He has been exemplary so far. He's been one of the better Welsh players at the breakdown, in the tackle area, ball carrying. Josh Nabidi is key, and the whole Welsh back row is key, because the Italians have a very experienced forward pack, and we shall see. It's probably going to be settled in the back lines rather than the forward packs, and again, discipline and will be an issue. But I'm going for a Welsh win there. So that's my preview. I'll be able to watch the Ireland, Scotland, and France, England games in full, and I'll be able to watch a bit of Wales, Italy before I unfortunately have to go out. So I might be able to watch all of Wales, Italy, but I won't have time to do a video before I go out. So I will try my best to get what I can covered. But that's my preview for it, and I'll have some more videos on this subject and other subjects for you soon. And this subject I will try and cover as much as I can this weekend. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and place comments below, and I'll have some more videos for you soon.